What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, the World Boxing Association, better known as the WBA, President Gilberto Mendoza, are trying to force the Phenom, newly crowned unified WBA, IBF, Ring Magazine, welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Jaron Boots Ennis, who is 34 wins, no loss, no draw. 30 wins by way of knockout, 27 years of age, 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach, to face off against Mexican superstar title contender, who is new to the welterweight division, in King Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is 24 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 20 wins by way of knockout, 26 years of age, 5'9" with a 70-inch arm reach. Now, they're trying to mask it as if Ryan Garcia's next showdown, next Friday, against Rolando Rolly Romero, former WBA junior welterweight world champion, star boxer, who has 16 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 13 wins by way of knockout. Twice in his career, he's been knocked out. 29 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach, as the WBA interim showdown, right? But here's the thing. They're claiming the winner will be the interim champion and the mandatory for Jaron Boots Ennis. But Jaron Ennis has another mandatory, and it comes as Garcia. Garcia is his mandatory, and he takes precedence. So they're trying to force and use Jaron Ennis's name to promote this fight. So they want Jaron Boots Ennis to face off against the winner. But Garcia is also a mandatory. Not to mention, Ryan Garcia has already signed a deal to face off against Devin Haney, who's the co-main event to the May 2nd card next Friday. In October, should both be victorious. Okay? Okay, so they already have that signed. So the plan is to have Jaron Ennis fight Garcia in his next fight at welterweight. Then essentially fight Ryan Garcia should Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney in a rematch. Because they're not making any mention of Devin Haney versus Jaron Ennis. Not to mention, they know and they feel in their hearts, Rolly Romero just has a puncher's chance of beating Ryan Garcia, right? And so now they're trying to order this fight as a WBA interim. WBA interim? Neither one of these guys has fought at welterweight. Neither one of them. This is both of their first fight at welterweight. Rolly Romero got knocked out by Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Okay? He got knocked out by Isaac Pitbull Cruz for his WBA title. So he lost his WBA title. Ryan Garcia never even fought for the WBA belt. He was the WBC interim champion. So why is Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero fighting for the WBA interim welterweight title? I'll tell you why. Politics. This is why His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is very important for the sport of boxing, because he helps eliminate all the politics. Why would Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero be fighting for the welterweight interim title? Why? What explanation can they give you that they are fighting for the welterweight WBA interim title? For what? Based off what? There's no explanation. But then people say that Turki Al-Sheikh is bad for boxing. Make it all make sense, people. We got to make this all make sense. We have to make this all make sense. It makes no sense. So they're using Jaron Boots Ennis' name as a threat because they have commercial names. What I mean by commercial names, Ryan Garcia Rolly Romero, they have commercial names, right? Where they appeal to not just hardcore boxing fans. They have a social media presence. They have a different type of presence. So they appeal to that. So therefore, they're using their Jaron Boots Ennis' name because he's a threat. Jaron Boots Ennis is a throwback fighter. He's a boxer. Okay, he's not a social media star. He's fighting for legacy. Yes, he's fighting for the bag, but he's fighting for legacy, and he's fighting for, unification bouts, to be the best fighter, considered the best fighter in the world. I would say Rolly is somewhat in that conversation, but Ryan Garcia clearly is not. Clearly, Ryan Garcia is not. He told you he has no interest in fighting for world titles. He's not fighting for legacy. He's simply not. It makes no sense, man. So the WBA trying to force this makes no sense. Makes no sense. But this is boxing, though. This is boxing. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out, man. But that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. All one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.